Okay, this is the second of 2 tweets that I sent. I'm literally, as soon as I get down the security parameter, I'll be leaving with my bike full of stuff. A couple things in my duffel bag as well. I'm taking them to another area to create security parameters for them to hide them. If anything happens to me on the way there, as I'm entering the location, while I'm walking in the location to enter the area that I'll be going to, I don't care who's involved, period. It will be gang stalking related. This means any employment description or any person, any type of persons, no matter who they are, no matter how old they are, no matter what they say or how they act, it'll be gang stalking. Now, that includes assaults, rapes, robberies, arrests, tickets, anything. And these little fucking filthy animals will use anybody for it. Any employment description you can think of, and any type of person you can think of. Literally, homeless people, you name it. Literally any. I've read Target's blogs where they say that landlords, construction workers, landscape workers have participated in the gang stalking of them. Children, and I already know they're using homeless people. Along with, it appears they're using individuals that might be on some type of mind or mood altering substances as well. Hang on a second. Because of the way they look and how they're acting, all jittery and whacked out of their minds. So that includes mentally ill people, people pretending to be mentally ill, homeless people, drunks, drug addicts, individuals who have criminal records, because the syndicated cops, including park rangers, volunteers for park services, railroad employees, utility company personnel, they can use a homeless person for the event and then use a normal appearing person for a witness, or vice versa. They'll use a child. Google that and cross-reference it to gang stalking. I'm talking about staged events, gang stalking, street theaters that are brought about against the target as a result of the tracking and surveillance of the target. It's how they're able to prop these people up to be along the target's route going to a place and then at the place once they're there. And they'll try and excuse it away using any excuse except for labeling it as gang stalking. And I'm predicting it now. Now, I'm going to click on this tweet so I can show you. And this tweet applies for this area and for the next 2 full complete years. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I already know they're going to see this area is being used only to drop property off at and to be used as an emergency area in case I get evicted from the other area that I'm going to be moving to. Okay, I'm going to be using at least 2 other areas for infrequent camping. If anything happens at either one of those areas, okay, I'll have to go. I'll use this one as a temporary hiking spot until I can surveil other spots. This one right here is one of the main ones that they'll probably attempt to use. Okay, now I've already got this location and the other ones descriptively described in emails using coded abbreviations that hide the actual location, but once the code is opened up, you can clearly see that that code applies to the location and all areas within them. Now this one right here, and I won't be surprised if they don't wait until I move property there, secure it, hide it, and then prop up homeless people to camp out by it so I can't get to it. Yeah, including the last 2 times I've been at this, the last time I was at this area, and the time before the last I was at the other area, which that last time was just a few days ago. Fallen trees, okay, have literally fallen within 2 feet of where property was sitting at. This one area, it literally fell on some of the property. I haven't been able to retrieve it yet. And the tree also fell within 2 feet of other property that was already securely hidden. So, all I can say is this, ladies and gentlemen. Firefighters are involved in gang stalking. Park rangers are involved in gang stalking. Google it. Now, park rangers and firefighters, what kind of equipment do they got? What kind of equipment do they got? We're talking about dead trees that nobody cares about if they fall or not. Do you understand? So if a tree falls and they tag it to come down and chop it up, they can say, well, this tree was noticed to have been fallen on today's date. As a result of us having other work, we weren't able to go back and chop it down until when? I'm there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, if you think that these filthy animals will not do all this shit, okay, think about this. They gang stalk targets to multiple motel rooms, multiple apartment complexes, They stage up and prop up crafted harassment for the target to experience on a daily basis, everywhere they go, every single day, non-stop. Do you honestly think? Okay, and employment descriptions in the system are already all over the internet implicated in gang stalking. Park rangers, police officers, firefighters, park volunteer service members, homeless people, mentally ill people they're using, or people pretending to be mentally ill, neighbors. They will use anybody and everybody, and when they stage an event, they also stage the witnesses. That way, that whole entire thing can be blamed on a target, and then when the police or park rangers are called, they can say, this woman's crazy. She thinks just because we noticed her, heard her, saw her, okay, that we're involved in gang stalking. Or she thinks just because we were in the area to do our work today and we saw her or saw her property that we're involved in the gang stalking of her, and as a result of her being seen, heard, or her property being seen, she was told to leave, and she believed that it's happening because of gang stalking. Bullshit. Look, this area that I'm at right now is the 4th hiking area I've been gang stalked to. The first one, when I was camping 150 feet away from the San Diego FBI. They gang stalked me there. Do you honestly think they're not going to gang stalk me to these other areas? And I already got evidence that they gang stalked me to one of them. Literally, undisputable evidence. And that evidence is audio evidence. That audio evidence is the same exact identical verbal harassment that I've endured here at the last hiking area, which is 40 miles away, in Yucca Valley, which is 160 miles away, and all over San Diego County, including at UCSD. And UCSD Campus Police is the reason why I'm moving from here, because they came down here on August 27, 2014, 3 miles off campus, and gave me a ticket to move. Now, they already know that I was dropping property off at these areas before that occurred, because the same exact verbal harassment was caught being said at the other 2 locations. Not this one, but at the other 2. But I was gaslighted with gang stalk and physical gestures on my way to this one, and in the location concerning where the area is at this one as well. So, and I made verbal statements about it in a tape recorder. Now I'm carrying cash on me, American Express gift cards, identification cards, licenses, food stamp cards, and a huge amount of evidence on me. Robbery, rape. Do you get it? Is this why they steered me to these other locations? They already know I dropped property off at them. I can prove it undisputably. But the proof, most of the proof, is still on me on microcards. Microcards that are placed in a digital tape recorder. They robbed me. Where's the proof? Do you understand? So, I'm going to click on the tweet so the tweet can show you the date it was sent. Do you see the date right down there? September 23rd at 1:23 p.m. Since I've been talking, it's now 1:32 p.m. I'm going to go to the calendar icon on this phone. This phone is hacked as well. Google that, cross-reference it to gang stalking, cell phone hacking. Cyber surveillance is another method of gang stalking. So when they hack into a target's cell phone, they can use it as a microphone, the speaker you speak into when you talk on the phone. They can use the phone as a GPS tracker so they know where you're at in order to place the people around you to do things towards you. And since they know for a fact that I went to this area before, okay, then all they got to do is prop people up to be there before I even get there. That way they can say they're not stalking you. Do you understand? Okay? This is literally how it operates. Now, the phones can be used as GPS locators. Since I carried this phone and the other track phones on me, they know through hacking into the phones. Just go to Google and YouTube and type in cell phone hacking and gang stalking, cell phone tracking and gang stalking, cell phone hacking and cell phone tracking and stalking, and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. It's all over the internet that they hack into target cell phones and use them as trackers. And if they have already ascertained that I've been at this area before to drop off property, and then I'm being tracked in real time with GPS coordinates, they see I'm on my way to it. So what they do, and then also as well, I'm talking right now. Everything I'm saying can be heard by them by using this speaker that I talk into when I make phone calls. They can use it as a microphone. So if I say I'm going to RR Colony 5, I've sent tweets on other data I'm going to RR Colony 5 and then went there, they know what RR Colony 5 means. So if I'm making these statements in this video file that I'm getting ready to leave to go to RR Colony 5 and they're hearing it, they know when to prop people up to be there before I arrive. They monitor you, surveil you, and track you to gang up on you. And the surveillance and the tracking is the stalking. Okay? That's how they're able to think about it this way. How do you think I got 900 audio files of individuals getting around me on a daily basis saying gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk weird, gang stalk crazy, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalking, oh my god, gang stalker weird, gang stalker crazy. This is a huge aspect of the evidence I got. Now go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at SDSU. That's right. Especially look for the videos of when I'm outside sitting at a table. There are about 4 of them, okay? Those were some of the last ones that were uploaded. The title might be a later date than the actual video evidence, so just look for it, okay? Trust me, you'll find it. I'm sitting at a table and students are standing around me and they're repeating, "Oh my God," and "gang stalk." Just listen. Then go to YouTube and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at UCSD Price Center." "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at UCSD Club Med." "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at UCSD." "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at Jack in the Box." In fact, when the Jack in the Box, go to YouTube and type in 77 and then the /7 that's on the keyboard, 15/13 "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at Jack in the Box." Okay? "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at Arby's." Now, these perpetrators are also getting online and leaving comments on my YouTube videos, and what they're doing is, through the cyber surveillance of gang stalking, they get online, they see what videos you're posting online, and then they'll pretend to be just viewers, okay? And they'll make comments saying, "I don't hear it. I don't hear gang stalk." That's done to reverse your perceptions about even what you're hearing. It's called gaslighting, where they will say things around you, do things towards you, and then act like it didn't happen at all. That's gaslighting. And gaslighting is a term that's all over the internet in reference to that being a term that describes gang stalking techniques. And the reason why that term is used is because a lot of the techniques that are used around a target are the same types of techniques that was used against Ingrid Bergman in the movie Gaslight. Now, think about this. They set up a bunch of assholes to hike out about 100 feet away. They do the same thing. They yell, "Gang stalk, oh my God, gang stalk, suck my you-know-what, gang stalk crazy, what's the matter with her?" It's the same concept of what they do in the movie Gaslight. The husband goes up in the attic. The wife, Ingrid Bergman, thinks that he's left for the day. He leaves for the day, he goes out the door, and then goes back into the house in a separate entrance, goes up into the attic, and then engages in dialogue for her to hear. She thinks she's hearing things because she can't understand how she's hearing it. That's why they call it gaslighting. Now that's what they do here. That's what they did at my last hiking area, and the hiking area before that, and the hiking area before that. See, the whole goal for them is to harass a target. Using sensitization methods, they sensitize you to words, phrases, physical gestures, even sounds, and then will reintroduce them and repeat them along your route every day. This is their way to mentally let you know you're being gang stalked without anybody in the environment being able to distinguish that it's happening, because they don't know how the target's been sensitized. Repeating words, phrases, physical gestures, representing the same color. Go to YouTube and type in Bonnie Oceanside gang stalking. They're bombarding her with the color red everywhere she goes. Just Google it. That's called color harassment attached to gang stalking sensitization. So basically what they do, what I am exposing here is literally how they operate. Tracking a target and using the target's own cell phone as a tracking device, and then learning the regular routes and routines of a target. How do you think they gang stalked me from the last hiking area to here? In fact, go to YouTube right now and type in "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking in Yucca Valley." I left here, this location in La Jolla, which is in San Diego County. Okay, I left here on the night of November 5th. I arrived in Yucca Valley on the night of December 7th because of the different buses and trains and everything that I had to take to get there and the time schedules. I arrived in Yucca Valley on the night of December 7th. I went right to bed, found a spot to put up my tent, went right to bed, woke up the next day, made a video file. I was literally being subject to gaslighting physical gestures by individuals in the building that I put my tent up at because they seen where I was located at. Then I woke up the next day, deflated my tent, okay, so it couldn't be seen by people from the sidewalk like 100 feet away. And then I wear a tape recorder running on me at all times. Here's the microphone right here. See it? Okay? Now, I made statements in my tape recorder. I said, let's see if anybody assaults me while I'm in Yucca Valley. I said, let's see if anybody harasses me. Let's see if I'm arrested. I said, let's see if anybody says gang stalk, oh my God, gang stalk crazy, gang stalk weird, gang stalk, oh my God, repetitively in that way around me along all my routes. And it's caught on video and at least 50 audio files of it being said non-stop everywhere I go. Now, if you go to YouTube and type in, hold on. Oh, all right, I gotta stop. So go to YouTube, type in "A Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking in Yucca Valley," and that's what you're listening for. I gotta stop because I'm making my videos 15 minutes or less. Thanks for listening. Let's see if anything happens towards me today concerning where I'm going, on my way to it the whole time I'm there, and on my way back to here. Thank you. And any problems that happen to any of my property here while I'm gone, including come back and noticing anything stolen, damaged, or trespass notice. This video applies for the next 2 years at any hiking area I'm at. Literally. Thank you.